Welcome.
Thank you for being here. Thanks for showing up today to stand together, to speak out. You're here to do that and to keep the spirit of good trouble alive right here in Racine. Yes, good trouble. So I'm Amy with a group called A Group of Concerned Citizens. So we're neighbors all here in Racine, just like you. We really want to have Racine's voice be heard and our community engaged, especially as we face all these threats that are going on to democracy in our everyday life. So I'm really excited to kick off this gathering to honor the legacy of Congressman John Lewis. John Lewis taught us that when we see something that's not right, not fair, not just, we have a moral obligation to do something about it. And he called that, what? Good trouble! Necessary trouble. So that's what we're here today. They're taking to the streets, not just to remember John Lewis, but to continue his work, to say we will not be silent in the face of injustice, and that includes right here in Racine. We know our community is challenged by injustice, inequality, and indifference. That's why we're here, and why we're here to keep pushing and keep organizing and keep dreaming of something better. So your presence here today matters. It truly matters. You showing up counts. So, and it also sends a message. We believe in our power to create change.
Patterns we see far too often: generational trauma, incarceration, and broken systems. But it also lifts up the people who are breaking that cycle. Cycle isn't just a movie, it's a movement, and we need voices like yours in the room. So come out, bring a friend, and let's continue this legacy of good trouble together. Thank you.
On behalf of the Joshua Glover Justice Fund, and she'll share about that vital work they're doing for our neighbors here who are caught up in the criminal justice system.
Two initiatives. The first is the Joshua Glover Justice Fund, and if you don't know who Joshua Glover is, look it up. He was a runaway slave that was actually freed by people in Racine and brought to freedom because of the work of people from our community. So the Joshua Glover Justice Fund exists and was started by a group of volunteers to actually bail people out. And you may or may not know that cash bail in Wisconsin means that that's what you have to get out of jail. So if you have bail and you can't afford to get out of jail, you can sit there for months before you ever have any kind of trial, any kind of adjudication of your case. So you can be innocent and sit there for months and even years if you don't have the money. So the purpose of the Joshua Glover Justice Fund is to pay bail for people so that they can get out, continue with their community, continue with their families, continue with their jobs. This year alone, we have bailed out 27 people for a total of $15,000. We're a nonprofit. We looked at the list and thought, people who are in jail for less than $500, we should do something about that in the month of July. So we got a list. There were people who were in jail for $50 or $100 of bail. So in the month of July so far, we have bailed out 11 people who had bail under $500.
Someone out, or even anyone who is in the community who is going through the court system in some way, shape, or form. We have what's called the Participatory Defense Hub. It's a group of community folks who gather together at the library from 5 to 7 on Mondays. And anyone who's going through the system or their loved ones can come, and we have a group of peers that will work with them, talk with them, coach them, whatever they need to get through the system and to figure out the best way to navigate it. It's an awesome program. It has some of the same leaders who Nikki was talking about, who have been there before and can help people out. So Racine Interfaith Coalition's Transformational Justice Task Force. We are part of Racine Interfaith Coalition. The Transformational Justice Task Force has a few things that they do. One of them is we do court observations. So if you're interested in finding out what's going on at the courts and what it looks like, and you want to just a deep, profound, and maybe troubling educational experience.
We want to make some good trouble together, so we're going to hit the streets. Keep safe, be respectful today. Thank you for being here. Head on to the corners.